All right. What's up, everybody, man? What up here? Hope everybody having a blessed day. All right, so we're going to get started in about 30 seconds, just allowing the notifications to go ahead and get out to everybody. If you jumping in, I just see a couple jumped in on Facebook. Once again, man, if you are on Facebook, just go ahead and write your name in the comments. Tell me who's watching. It's a little different than Instagram. I can actually see the names pop up on Instagram. Facebook is a little different. I haven't figured that out yet. So if you know, let me know. But until then, man, just drop your name in the comments so I'm able to know who's on with me, man, for Taco Thursday with JK. Special edition, a special show today, man. It means a lot, man, to me. Just where I am in my life and what actually today is. So I get into that in about 15 seconds, man. I get into that about 15 seconds, and we'll get started. So appreciate y'all getting on. All right, so we'll get started. What's up, Bobby, man? Appreciate you getting on, man. Definitely appreciate you getting on. We'll get started in about 10 seconds, man. Welcome to Taco Thursday with JK. All right. So once again, if you are on Facebook, please drop your name in the chat, all right? So I can know who's watching. What's up? What up, bro? Appreciate you getting on, man. And with that being said, man, we'll go ahead and get started, all right? What up, everybody? It's your boy JK. Today is Thursday, so you already know what it is. It's Tackle Thursday. And today, we tackling the topic. I'm tackling the topic. You tackling the topic, all right? Being a girl dad, right? Being a girl dad. And so today is special to me. Why? Because it's the day that last year on this day I became a girl dad, which was very significant at the time, and it's still significant, but I'm just saying around this events that had occurred. So obviously the passing of the great Kobe Bryant happened just a few days ago. And so, when we think about when we rewind back to 2020, back in January of 2020, that happened. And then only a few days later, I actually became a girl dad myself. And so today is actually my daughter's birthday. She just turned 1. So man, salute to you, Jayla Rose. She might make an appearance tonight on the live. Man, but definitely. So today, man, we're gonna be just talking about, just being a girl dad. You may be a girl dad already. You might be expecting. You and your significant other, you and your wife, the person that you're with, y'all might be expecting a daughter. So you're about to become a girl dad. You might already been in the game way longer than me. I just got 1 year in the game. So I'm interested in just getting some advice, especially in the Kellem segment, people asking questions or offering advice on how it is to be a girl dad, or as you get older, as they get older, what to expect. And me, I'm no expert, man. But I do definitely, man. So I'm looking forward to hearing your input, man. But I'm no expert at all, man. But I do like to share my experience and share from my experience and what I believe God shares with me and through me to share with you. I feel like we all can grow and get better, and iron sharpening iron. So just with that being said, man, like I said, so I kind of got into how I even got to this point. And shout out to my wife, man, because I wouldn't be a girl dad without her, right? My partner in crime. So shout out to her, man. Being a soldier, to be able to birth two kids. And so I think that as I kind of went into why I chose or the topic wasn't even girl dad. I knew I wanted to get into this because the Taco Thursday was going to be on her birthday. And then, like I say, just taking this information to my wife, saying like, man, how you feel about this? She was like, oh man, it could be titled Girl Dad. So salute to my wife, man, for coming in clutch, man. And that's just the power of marriage and the power of teamwork, man, that you know, you might have an idea, like God will give you part of an idea, and then your partner, he'll get the other part. And if I would have never brought that to her, if I would have never went to my wife and said, hey, what do you think about this, or tried to get her input, I would have never got that other half of the idea that God had, but he put it in my wife, right? So that's just a quick glimpse of just how, you know, the union and just how the teamwork is so important in marriage, that sometimes God gives you half of the idea and he gives your spouse the other half. And it's up to you to communicate, you know, what you're doing, things you got going on for you to get the whole thing. But a lot of times, you know, I was tempted to just say, you know what, this one I'm gonna do for Tackle Thursday and just run with it. But I know that me and my wife are a team, and she brings things to me, I bring things to her. And like I said, here we are with you know, the title, being a girl dad, right? So just wanted to just kind of get into my journey, how I even became a girl dad, in the sense, well, we know how I became a girl dad, but just the steps of, you know, my mindset, the process. So I remember just this time last year, you know, we had a son, but we know, you know, I think every guy, for the most part, you want to have a son, right? And that I was no different. So back in 2017, well, we got married in 2015. So we were just like, okay, we're gonna give some time. We're gonna be married. Then we're gonna, you know, start to work for kids. And my goal was, my mindset was, okay, yeah, you know, I wanted a son. I'm not even gonna lie, I wanted a boy, right? And I wanted a boy the first time around, right? But I wasn't like one of those guys that was like, hey, you know what? I only want boys. That's it. I just want all boys. It's nothing wrong with that either, right? I got friends. I know people that's just like, look, bro, all I want boys. I'm trying to get a basketball team. We're going to be running 5-on-5. That's cool, right? That's everybody. Whatever floats your boat. But for me, I knew I wanted a boy. And more so, I wanted a junior because of my experience with, or lack thereof experience with my biological father, right? Which I shared that before, just how he's not a part of my life, never was, and walked out, so I have no relationship with him. So, you know, when I look in the mirror as a man, like, I can't say like, oh, I look like, you know, my biological father. Like, I don't have that, right? Or I'm not, I can look at my mom, but my mom is not a man. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, man, where do I get my male traits or different things? So I knew that was important to me on why I wanted a son. And so when I, you know, and I see some of my scholars on here today, but when I showed them the gender reveal, like, I went crazy when I had, you know what I'm saying, when I had my son, because when I found out we was having a boy, right? But after having a boy, you know, me and my wife, we was like, okay, you know, we want another one. We didn't want them far away. We didn't want them to be like 5 years apart or whatever. We wanted them to be like pretty close. Now, we weren't trying to go back to back like Drake, you feel me? But we was trying to get like within the 2-year mark. So, you know, once we decided like, okay, like we're gonna have another kid. We were just like, so I wanted to have a girl. Right? And Brittany did too. But at the end of the day, we just wanted healthy kids. But I wanted to have a girl more so because I wanted Brittany to experience what it was to have a mini-me. Like, I'm like, yo, you putting in all this work. You carrying the baby for 9 months, really 10. When you really like do the math, like, man, them babies be in there like 10 months when you really add it up. You feel me? So I felt like after all the work that my wife had done carrying the baby, at least she should be rewarded with a mini-me, right? So that's how I looked at like wanting to have a girl and just wanting. I was like, man, you know what? I want a girl because, you know, one of the reasons, like I said, I want my wife to be rewarded. She's rewarded with my son, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like the mini-me type thing, like that's me. Like JK is me. Like I'm, you know, I don't pick out the clothes, you know what I'm saying? My wife, she's stylish like that. But what I'm saying, we dress alike, you feel me? So I wanted to see my wife get that expression, that excitement. And y'all be seeing the dope pics, like, you know, the Chucks and Pearls fit, you know what I'm saying, that I posted. If y'all don't follow her, y'all need to follow Brittany K Moments, man. She be dropping some nice pictures. So I just being able to see Brittany really enjoy that with our daughter and that bonding time and, you know, all of that time. It makes me feel good because I'm like, yo, like, you deserved it. Like, you put in the work. I mean, guys, like, be honest, like, we do got it easy. I'm not even gonna lie. Hopefully Brittany not watching this right now, but we do got it easy. Like, we do have it easy, especially like physically on our body. So for Brittany to be able to get a daughter, that was amazing, right? But then it was like, so like I said, what happened with Kobe Bryant and seeing how the hashtag GirlDad, it just really went to a whole nother level, and it really allowed me to start looking deeper at like his relationship with his daughter, and just hearing the stories and the things that he was talking about him and his daughter. And it was like he truly really embraced being a girl dad, right? And he didn't allow the fact that he had no sons stop him from like embracing having a daughter, right? Because, you know, think about it, like guys, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck, like I said, I wanted a son, right? I want to do the father-son thing, right? So, but him not having any son and only having daughters, I respect how he truly embraced having daughters, and he took pride in it. And I felt like being a girl dad, it was like, nah, bro, it's not that you didn't get a son, like you got a daughter, so embrace that blessing. And so as I transitioned a few days later into being a girl dad myself, it's more of like how I look at being a girl dad. It's a huge role. Like, to me, it's a huge role. So I just remember on this day last year, at the hospital, you know, just waiting to go through the delivery process, and I got all these things like running through my mind. I'm like, okay, like, man, like, I know how to raise a son, you know, I know how to raise a guy, you know, because I'm a man. So I know the certain things, how to raise them, you know, certain things he may experience, how to talk to him about different things. Like, I knew how to do that with a son, right? Because I walked through those same shoes. So for me, when we had our son, it was more of, I was nervous I didn't know if I could be a father, like how good of a father I could be. And I'm still working and growing, but that was more of the nervous part. But then going into my second child, when I'm about to become a girl dad, I'm like, bro, like, this is on a whole nother level. So many things, like raising a daughter is, you know, it's different in so many ways. Then my mind started to go when they get older. I'm like, oh, they gonna be dating. I was like, man, I don't know about that. Like, you know, and so just all these things going through my mind. So when we finally had our daughter, it was it was a unique experience. Like I shared with people, I was like, man, my mind started racing all the way until she was an adult. Like, I had to like pull myself back and say, man, just embrace this moment. Like, because it was like holding her, it was like I knew she wasn't gonna always be mine. Like, in a sense, like one day I'm gonna have to give her over to another man, and like that's gonna be her man, you know what I mean? Or she's gonna grow up and not be dependent on me anymore. And even though this was like, she was only a few weeks old, you feel me? But all those thoughts went through my mind, but they never went through my mind with my son. You get what I mean? And so that was, you know what I'm saying, my thought process. And even like just as we went through this first year of just me being a girl dad, you know, my wife would remind me like, yo, you can't have no double standard. Like, you can't be like JK, you know, when you get older, man, you know, you're gonna have a girlfriend, whatever. You can't act that way, and then the girl be like, nah, Jayla, you ain't dating until you like 25. Like, and so I thank my wife for always bringing balance to you know, my thought process, especially like just raising a daughter and raising a son. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's to me, there are differences. To where, you know, my son, I'm like, bro, get up, you all right, you know, to certain extents. Now, sometimes, you know, definitely, you definitely gotta show that nurturing side, but with my daughter, I'm like, all right, bro, like, nah, I don't want her to fall at all, you know, but I understand that, yeah, she gotta make mistakes, she gotta XYZ, because she's no different than my son. But in my eyes, I'm like even with like me holding my son and me holding my daughter, like I tell, like it's a special bond with both. Like when I'm with my dog, my JK, it's like, oh, this is my road dog right here. Like we got a handshake, all that, right? But then with my daughter, it's like, oh, this is a precious cargo that I gotta hold on to, and you know what I'm saying, you don't want to let out. But like I say, I thank my wife for always reminding me, like, yo, you know, you can't be that way. You got to be equal, or you got to be balanced in the same way. And even like my experience with, I can tell when it comes to like disciplining you know, our kids or just getting on them or whatever the case may be, I can tell how it's going to be as they get older. Like when I say JK, like my wife is, you know what I'm saying? She would discipline Jeremy too, right? If he's doing anything wrong, or just correcting him. But JK though, he can hit her with his eyes, or he stick out that lip like, mommy, like, and she'll melt. And I'm like, bro, go on, bro. Like, get on. Like, I don't want to hear that, right? But I know that when it's the other way around and my daughter start, you know, hit me with them, please, daddy, da-da-da-da, I know I'm probably going to be a sucker, just like sometimes my wife may be a sucker. You know what I mean? But I think I feel like that's a healthy balance. I might be wrong, I might be right, but my belief is like, I think it is a healthy balance. I think like with my son, I'm able to play that role, and I do show him masculine affection. You get what I'm saying? You know, I do show that, but then he also gets the feminine affection from my wife, which I think is very important as well. And I think with my daughter, being a girl dad, definitely, I'm the first man she see. I'm the first man she knows. So I'm not perfect, but, you know, how I talk to my wife and son, like how I talk to my wife, my daughter's going to be watching. She's watching me, like, even though she might not verbally be able to express it, she sees, right? A lot of stuff is learned behavior with kids. So she sees how I talk to my wife, right? And so I think kids are some of the biggest accountability partners for parents, right? Because do you want your kid to grow up and be awesome, to be respectful towards other people and towards the opposite sex when they're in a relationship? Like, yeah, so if that's what I want, I gotta display that, right? And so they're, like I said, they one of the greatest accountability partners. So like I said, how I treat my wife, I mean, how I treat my wife, Jayla is gonna grow up saying, okay, it's okay to be treated that way by a man. Even right or wrong, that's what she's growing up and seeing. So it's my job to make sure that, hey, I'm striving to consistently be the best husband I can be for my wife, making sure that I'm a good example for my daughter. Also, just being a positive role model in her life, showing her love, you know, spending time with her, which I know right now, I'm not even gonna lie, the TV be on ESPN a lot, like a lot. So I don't know if she like hooping or like watching stuff, but it be on ESPN a lot. But at the same time, I know that as she gets older, just like JK control the TV, I'm gonna have to, when I'm spending my quality time, it's not gonna be, okay, you know what, Jayla, sit right here, I wanna watch this. No, it's gonna have to be, hey, like, Jayla, what you wanna do? Like, you wanna watch this? You wanna watch that? Like, even if it may not be an interest of mine, but it's still the quality time that I'm spending, you know, with my daughter. So I would say just over this 1 year, man, it's been great. I'm learning a lot. I even like I said, I got some scholars, some of the scholars that I taught in at my first high school. They on here. Like, I remember some of the kids at the school, they were like, Mr. Kellem. They was like, when they found out I was having a daughter, so they was like, Mr. Kellem, when your daughter comes to tell you something, no matter what it is, they was like, you got to watch your response. And I was like, watch my response? They was like, yeah. They was like, even if it's bad, because you want her to feel comfortable coming to talk to you. And if you overreact, no matter how mad you are, don't overreact. Because if you overreact, then she may not want to come and tell you certain things, right? So this is me learning things from my scholars in high school, right? Who are girls, young women, right? Who have that insight as a daughter, in their relationship with their dad. So I take that and be like, okay, like, I got you, right? Because I think as a man, like, naturally you're gonna overreact with your daughter, because you're like, nah, I gotta protect. But also just hearing what they said, just like, listen, don't overreact, because you do want to create a safe environment that they feel comfortable coming to talk to you, even if it's difficult conversations. But definitely though. So like overall, man, my year as a girl dad has been awesome. I learned a lot. I'm still learning. You know, definitely still learning. I don't know how to do like no hair or nothing like that, or, you know, that aspect. of it, but just being a girl dad, spending time and learning how to parent both a son and a daughter is unique. It has its challenges as well, but what I'm saying, I think at the end of the day, it's about showing love and spending time with them and expressing my love and affection to them in the way that I believe is healthy for both of them, right? It may be displayed differently for my son, but at the end of the day, it's love. It may be displayed differently for my daughter, but at the end of the way, that it's love, right? So with that being said, man, I definitely, I know I got some girl dads on here. I got some, daughters, people that are daughters on here. I got some people that, that are moms, that you may have daughters as well. So I'm definitely want to open it up for people to ask questions, or, I'm looking for people to give me some advice. I see some people have put some already, so I'm gonna go through and read that. So if you got advice for me on being a girl dad, the do's and don'ts, if you want to share your experience on being a girl dad, you want to ask me any question you want, whether it's about being a girl dad or whatever. Y'all know how Kellem segment is, man. Feel free to go ahead and drop a question in the chat. So as y'all, or your comment or statement, whatever y'all want to say, go ahead and put that in the chat on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead back through the chat and start reading some of the comments and questions that people have placed. So let's see. Okay, my boy Garrett. What up, Garrett? He said, I know you're a great pops. Proud of you, man. One of my favorite teammates I ever had. The privilege of playing with, game changer, legend on and off the field. Man, I appreciate you, bro. I definitely enjoyed playing with you too, Garrett, man. You definitely was a baller, bro. You are a baller. Made some spectacular catches, diving catches. Great person, man, too, man. So I definitely appreciate you hopping on, man. I appreciate the words too, man. So man, and you went on and had a great professional career too, dog, doing your thing. So shout out to you, man. Appreciate you getting on. I pray everything is going great with you and your fam as well, man. Appreciate you, dog. Let me get down here. Okay, Bobby. You said the dynamics are different between the boys and girls. However, the interaction between them are different amongst the boys and girls. The psychosocial development is vital between both girls and boys. So let me just go back and say, so yeah, I agree. The dynamics are different. And like I say, they 3-1 now. That's crazy. Like 3-1. Sometimes me and my wife got to pinch ourselves like, yo, we really got 2 kids. And I don't know if y'all seen her post. She talking about time for number 3. I'm like, nah, man. I think I'm straight. With 2, man. But we'll see though down the road. But yeah, man. I think the dynamics are different even in this small stage. But I'm just working with kids myself. I see the different dynamics, but I can only imagine like having them in the household and raising them and seeing the different dynamics with raising a boy and a girl. You said the interactions are different as well. I would say, and I definitely agree with that too. Even from, and I can only speak from my angle. So even their interactions, like right now, like, as she get older, she'll be able to, I believe, to play, a little bit more in a sense with my son. But even like now, it's like, hey, son, like, one, she's younger than you. So, as you play with her, which she's just having fun, but we like, hey, you got to be a little bit more gentle, right, with her, right? And plus, that's another thing, just as a guy, hey, I'm trying to teach your son, like, when you go to the school with the, playing with the little girl, you can't be playing with them like they the boys. Like, you got to be, gentle, right? So, but then also letting them know, like, she's younger than you and she's a girl. So you can't be aggressive with her in that manner. So, my wife and I taking that as an opportunity to be a teaching moment as well in their interactions as well. So definitely, man, I definitely believe the interactions amongst them are different, and then the psychosocial development is vital. Definitely, I agree with that, and like I say, they so young, but I'm pretty sure, and then working with scholars and kids and youth myself, seeing that difference as well. So man, I definitely appreciate that insight, man, and your statement and your comments, man. Appreciate that as well. Nah, cuz okay, my cousin Raven say join the club. with her and my with her and my cousin, go ahead and have that third one. Nah. See, I gotta watch y'all because see, you and Brittany, y'all be talking on the phone a lot. And y'all might be out here trying to plot, you know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to BJ, cause y'all might have plotted on BJ, and y'all might be trying to plot on me too, man. But definitely, I would say that would probably be my limit, 3. I think if we would have had 2 girls, we definitely would have came back with number 3. I might have just kept trying. I got the boy, right? But nah, though, I definitely would have tried for 3. And I think if we had 2 boys, you know, and I joke with people, cause it was like after we had that boy, I was like, man, you know, we can have another if you want to. I'm good. But nah, I was just joking. Like I said, you know, cause I wanted my wife to be able to experience having a mini-me, and she just jumped on here. So I wanted her to have the experience of having a mini-me as well. But like I was saying, you know, I think 3 is a limit for us. I believe, right? That's like the max. Like, I think we good. Like, ain't that right, Brittany? Like, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. We good at 2. Now, don't try to get on here and talk about 3 now. Right? So, but definitely though, I think 3 is a good number for us, to be honest. What up, Greg? Whoa, wifey said 5. Come on, man. You gassing, nah? Yo, we must go on the dock. Nah, that's still, might as well just have them then. We're going to have 5. Hey, but nah, I'm not trying to have a foam basketball team with a sub with Jayla coming off the bench. He said 5, yo. 5. 5. That's a lot, though. 5 is a lot. But I did say this, though. I told Brittany this, and it might be unique. I said that if we do have a third one, I know, Greg, I'm like, sheesh, not 5, right? But nah, man, if we do have plan to have another one, I think I would want another girl, and the reason why, I think it's for selfish reasons, because I love that bond, and I think it comes back to maybe like I talked about earlier, just the dynamic with you know, my biological father. That aspect growing up and not, you know, being able to look in the mirror or know where you got your male features from and different things like that. But I would want to have another girl, and because that bond that me and my son got, like just that dad son, I'm like, I just want that with him. And that might be selfish, but that's just how I feel, right? And I think just having another daughter would be amazing. And I get the love on them, and, you know, start letting them date when they get 20 and stuff like that. But I think I'm good on the boy, man. But, you know, at the end of the day, if we do decide to go that route, as long as it's a healthy baby, that's really what all me and Brittany want. Now 4, she tripping with 4 too. 5, no, that's a done deal. But you know what I'm saying, definitely I think 3 will be good for us, man. So if y'all just jumping on, man, welcome to Tackle Thursday with JK live, man. We tackling the topic being a girl dad. So if you got on, you might not be a girl dad. You know, you might you know, just be a dad or father that's you're expecting father. You might be having a girl, or you might be a mother, and you got daughters. You want to give me advice, or you just want to share your comments, you know, on just, you know, how fathers should be with daughters, or you are a daughter, you want to give me advice on how I could be with my daughter Jayla. You know, she just turned 1 today, so y'all wish her happy birthday. You gonna come in here? All right, so let me see. I think Jayla want to make an appearance. All right, so you know, you see, she got to be dolled out. All right, so you know, Jayla just made her little appearance. You gonna say hi? So this is my daughter, right? This is how I became a. Oh, you gonna say hi? Right? So I'm a girl dad. Shout out to you, right? Shout out to you. I'm a girl dad. Yeah, say yeah, right? So just turned 1. So like I say, man, God bless you. Like I say, okay, she gonna take her hat off. But yeah, so like even like her outfit, her hats and stuff, I love to see my wife, you know, do that, because like that's her mini me. And you know, and I'm learning as a girl dad to do certain things. Like I probably can't even put the hat on right. You feel me? I'm gonna put it on like a, I don't know, Brittany probably looking like, bro, put it on right. So we gonna try to put this on, but man, y'all wish her happy birthday. Look, Jayla, they telling you happy birthday. Okay, the hat ain't gonna work. But yeah, so definitely I appreciate y'all saying happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Dropping the comments in. Definitely. So if y'all got, she don't want to put the hat on. Now see, this is what I'm talking about, right? You feel me? Like being a girl there, you like, hey, she good without the hat. But then her mama talking through the door, put that hat on, put it, right? So, you know, girl dads, we be thugging it. Like, we be like, she look nice anyways, right? But mommy don't be going for it. Mommy don't be going for it though. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like I said, just if y'all got any comments, questions, you know, y'all got any advice for me? Like how I can be and become a better girl dad? My wife said, you just don't care, dude. I do care. She's a baby. She's not going to have on the hat. But yeah, man, I'm looking for anybody got any comments, advice for me, please. I see I got people on here, which I appreciate it. Any questions? Like I said, it doesn't have to be about the topic girl dad. It could just be about parenting. It could be about who I think going to win the Super Bowl. You know, y'all know how I rock. If y'all been coming on here, you know, more than once, and you seen the Tell 'em Kellem segment, basically I just open it up for you all to be able to ask me any question, give me advice, share your point of view on something, and you're not limited to what you can ask. So once again, we tackling the topic being a girl dad. All right. So today is my daughter's birthday. This time last year, I became a girl dad. Salute to Kobe. Gigi, everybody that, you know, that lost their lives in that tragic event. But, you know, that's when that girl hashtag really went crazy. And when I mean crazy, it really went to a whole nother level with a deeper meaning. And so, like I say, man, just watching Kobe really, truly embrace being a girl dad, I got a lot of respect for that. And so, you know, in my role as a girl dad, I just want to make sure that, you know, I embrace my role as a girl dad, as her father, and just give her my all, you know. And that's what I'm planning to do. Ain't that right, Jay? So appreciate y'all on the birthday wishes. Like I say, man, if y'all got any questions for me, please ask away. I give about another minute, you know, to see if anybody want to make any more comments, ask any questions. I don't want to hold y'all up too long tonight, man. But Jayla Rose did make her appearance. Amo, what up, bro? I see you doing your thing. Jayla, say hi, Amos. Hey. Appreciate you getting on, bro. Definitely, man. So if y'all got any advice for me, or y'all want to share any comment just about being a girl dad, man, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm trying to grow myself as a dad in general, as a girl dad. What up, bro? Keep doing your thing. I see you grinding, dog. And, you know, please share that. If y'all want to ask me any questions, Tell 'em Kellem segment. I'm open to any question, man. So please ask that. I give it, like I said, I give it about another minute. And I'll go ahead and sign off if y'all don't have any questions or comments. All right. How's the off season going at Antioch? Salute. Appreciate that. So how it's going, man? It's going good, man. We just more so, I would say, just trying to build from last year. You know, if you know the Antioch area and everything like that, like we growing. You know, just as a program. I think that we made a lot of progress last year, and we were very young. So we got, you know, kids coming back. They're getting stronger, and I'm looking forward to, you know, when we're able to actually, you know, everything clears up with the pandemic and everything, that we're actually able to get back to it in this off season. I'm definitely interested in seeing, you know, how the players grow from one season to the next. But overall, man, it's definitely going good, man. Definitely enjoying my time out there. as a coach and just coaching up the players. So I appreciate that, man. Definitely. Well, when does the TSU season start? I think you got the actual date that it starts. You can share that in the chat. Okay, Amo, I see your question. You said, how do you handle parent your son differently from your daughter? Good question. So I think that, well, I know for my son, I think that because I know, like, as a black man, you know, that we don't really, in the sense, like, get, like, benefit of the doubts in a sense. I understand, I know he's a kid, right? So I know that, I mean, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes. So, I definitely, you know, extend grace. But I try to make sure that I'm teaching him when I can teach him. You know, and I'm learning that my voice, I don't have to raise my voice to teach him. You know what I mean? Or discipline doesn't always have to, like, instead of disciplining him, I can just have a conversation and say, you know, Jeremy, like right here, like, you know, when you do this is what happens. So next time, just don't do it, right? And that's kind of more of grace because, you know, look at us, like, God, we do things and God will be like, look, bro, you could have did this. Not look, this what could have happened, but I'm going to let you slide. And I think that that's for my son. I try to be stern, have that balance, but also show that masculinity. Like, I show affection in a masculine way, right? Because I don't want him to think something wrong with crying. Now, you know, I don't want him to be a whiner. Right? It's okay to cry, but it's not okay to whine. So just trying to, like, teaching them in that way. Now with my daughter, now if she crying and whining, I'm like, yeah, I want her to stop, but it's like a different approach because I'm like, you my baby, like, you my little daughter, you know. But I think even that's why I think it's so powerful to be married, because where I may be like, she good, like, let her do that. My wife is there to be like, hey, like, you know, because my wife as a black woman, and just a woman in general, she knows her plight or the expectations and how heavy it is in this world. So it's like she knows, no, look, no, we got to do this with her, or we got to, you know, talk to her. And like I said, she just turned 1, but I see that balance. Just like for me, like my wife might say, you know, like JK's all right. And so then I might be like, well, I get it, he is, but you know, coming from my perspective, knowing how it is to be a man in general, a black man in general, in America, it's like, no, I got to say something about this, right? But typically, we always kind of on the same page and try not to step on each other's toes. And then we trust each other's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man. She's not a man. You know what I'm saying? She's a woman. I'm not a woman. So at the end of the day, that's a trump card. Like, okay, like, you know more than me about that, and I know more than you, to a sense, about that too. So I think that's right now, that's like the difference in it. But I think as they get older, I'll be able to see that as well. And I was talking to somebody, not somebody, but one of my frat brothers the other day, and he was just saying, because his kids are, I think they're like 9 and 7, I want to say, a girl and a boy, and he was just like, man, you really gotta cater to you connect or you communicate with them through like based on their personalities. And so as they get older, I believe I'll be able to see more and more of my daughter and son personality and be able to express love in the way that they receive it. You know, kind of like love language type thing. All right, Jalen, come on now. All right. But yeah, man, that's how I do that, man. Great question though. Great question. Let's see. Sunny on here typing. Okay, February 21st. Appreciate that. Okay, you said you feel like unintentionally you're harder on your son when it comes to discipline. Nah, I agree. I agree. And I can see that because it's kind of like, it's like, bruh, like, chill out, bruh. Like, you know, because it's like, I don't know. It's like, to your point, it's like, man, when you see, because, and I guess it's just like, as a man, I look at when you dealing with women, whether it's your, you know, you're working with your wife or your daughter or whatever the case may be, it's like you typically come with affection or a softer side, right? Like if I see a girl outside that I know, I'm be like, hey, how you doing? You doing good? But if I see you, hey, what up, boy? You know, it's a whole different approach. And I think the same, just like with even like our daughters and our sons, and or just women and men in general. But to your point though, it's like I try to be mindful of that and be like, okay, maybe I didn't have to do that. All right, you want your mama? You want your mama? Hey, I think she might want you, Brittany. But yeah, man. So definitely, I can see that, man. So I just try to have more patience though, with my son a little bit more. But definitely though, it can be a challenge though, man. Definitely. Man, I know that GirlDad. I know who that is. I just can't recognize it with your name. But yeah, what's up, man? Say what up, JK. Been a while. Looking good, bro. Appreciate it. Mr. On the field here. Looking family. Appreciate good looking family. We need to catch up, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. So I'm pretty sure you out there in AZ. Yeah, man. There was some great times, great moments. I pray your family is doing good as well. We definitely do got to catch up, man. It's been a long time. I can't believe it's been 4 years since I played, man. My last game in that championship game. Mommy gonna come back. You don't want to hang on with daddy? No. You don't want to hang with daddy? She gonna come back. But yeah, so definitely, I appreciate you getting on. Come on. Yeah, and I definitely appreciate y'all getting on, man. And definitely, like I say, man, we got to link up, though. Let me see. Okay, your daughter is 3, almost 4. Son is 2. Yeah, so y'all did that 2 year. All right, and we was joking on the TikTok. We was joking about that, yeah, man. So y'all might well go for that 3, dog. Y'all might well go for that 3. So, but yeah, man, that's a good little age. So I'm pretty sure definitely you can see the personality, their personalities come out in that 4 and 2. Cause my son 3, and I see that boy personality. So as she started to get older, I know it's gonna be on. And I can tell they're gonna be a little sneaky too, man. Cause they're like, Jella, come on. Hey, Brittany. I guess your mama being here though, but not definitely. I can see like they gonna be a little sneaky, a little bit, and just doing things together. Cause my son, like behind our back, like he tried to lead her up the steps the other day. Like, come on, Jayla, and she gonna go and follow him, and they know they're not supposed to be going up the steps like that. So I could definitely see them working as a little tag team tandem, doing things they're not supposed to be doing though, man. Okay. Brittany. But yeah, definitely. Root to the good bros. Appreciate your Harrison. Appreciate you, dog, getting on, dog. What up? Appreciate you. Thank you for being proud of me. I appreciate that, though. You know, I rock with you. Thank you for getting on. I hope it's going good at Howard. I know you got to do online right now, but yeah, I think one of the good things as a girl dad, knowing when it's time to give up the mama, because I can't soothe her like mama can. But nah, definitely though, I hope Howard is going great for you. Hopefully this pandemic is going to be over so you can be able to go to Howard, a great university, and be able to. So I know you're going to do amazing at Howard. I mean, you did amazing, at the high school we was at, and I just see you soaring and just accomplishing so many great things because you're such a great leader. So I definitely appreciate you getting on. And once again, I thank you for those words of encouragement. Appreciate that. All right. I'm gonna try to come to some games, man, especially if if like just the the pandemic, like social distancing, we're able to kind of be in larger crowds, I definitely plan on at least coming to at least one game. Like I said, one of my coaches, his son Carson, is the long snapper, so I know he's gonna be going on there to the game. So I look forward to going to the games as well. So definitely. And I look forward to you getting that when you get to TSU too, man, and being able to support you too, man. So definitely, man, keep up the great work. Okay, then, Amo, let me see. You said even bedtime. You notice I tell my son just go to bed, but my daughter, I lay down and talk with her till she finally. Nah, I feel you. Hey, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. I feel you, dog. And it's like it's not like I don't even think like we do it on purpose to that point. Like purpose meaning like we're not trying to be mean. Like it's more of like, I guess like just that how we see it. Like, okay, this is my son, and you still show that masculine affection to him, but you may not show that same type of affection to him that you would to your daughter, right? So I definitely hear that, and I mean, but at least you're aware, and so the fact that you're aware of it, I know that you go above and beyond to make sure like that you say that or do that in love, with your son. So plus, man, I know you're a great man, dog, great person. So I know you are doing your thing with just being a father, being a husband. I see you out there, man, in the fight game, man, doing your thing, man. It takes a whole different mentality to get in that octagon, to get in that ring, man. So salute to you, man, definitely. Okay, your kids are 14 months apart. Okay, oh, wow, okay. Yeah, y'all wasn't playing, dog. Y'all wasn't playing, man. Ours is, I ain't gonna do the whole 14 months. We 2 years and 4 months apart. Right? Yeah, 2 years, 4 months. I think 2 years and 4 months apart. So we got to do the 2 year part, and then we went to I think because we're October and January, it's kind of like 4 months. Y'all don't check my math on that, but I think we like 2 years and 4 months apart, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Let me see. Your daughter tells your son to do stuff all the time. Sometimes good, sometimes. Yeah, man, I seen that. Like, I'm like, I see JK. And then this is the crazy thing. When we ran up on him, like we were like, JK, what you doing? He was like, Jayla, why would you do that? I told you not to go up the stairs, as if he on our side though. I'm like, bruh, why you over here lying? Not lying, but why you over here like trying to play us, bro? And then like I joke with him and I be like, bro, stop trying me. So he understands what that term, or at least the context. He be like, Daddy, I'm trying you. I'm like, yeah, bro, you trying me, bro. So that's awesome though, man. But you know what I love? I love this sibling bond. That's something that my wife and I were nervous about, right? And so shout out to my wife, because like while she was carrying Jayla, right, she used to like take JK and say, hey, your sister is in here. Your sister is in here. She used to do this all the time, right? Hey, your sister is in here. Say hi to Jayla. Say hi to Jayla, right? While she was in the stomach, because it was about, because we didn't want him to, feel like he's left behind, or we don't want him to feel like he got pushed to the side. So my wife did notice, I can't take no credit for this, you know what I'm saying? So my wife did an amazing job just saying, hey, like, your sister's in here. Your sister's coming soon. Like, she's in here. Say hi. Kiss her. Da-da-da-da. And so it was like, when she came, it wasn't a shock to a certain extent to him, because you're like, yeah, I knew somebody was in there. I knew they was coming soon, because my wife did a great job like introducing them, through the stomach, and just keeping him, informing him like, yo, this is what I got going on. This is what, you got your sister coming, right? So definitely, though, shout out to my wife for doing that. And like I say, man, I love that bond. So he'll come up to be like, I love you, Jayla. And you can kind of see they love sibling rivalry. And I don't know, if y'all follow my wife, she posted a video when Jayla kind of got rough with him because he took the remote. So it's just good to see that bond. And you know, I love that about them. So let me go down here. All right, Kamaya, let me see. So once again, man, salute to you, Kamaya, for doing your thing. And you said it sucks, but it's all good. I'll be there next semester for sure. Salute, right? So definitely just keep up the great work. And, you know, this is only just 1 year. And I know it's hard because I didn't have to go through that. I went through all my years, you know, on campus. So it's easy for me to say that. But, you know, on the flip side, just trying to give you some encouragement just to, you know, embrace this time with your family, right? You got to spend a lot of time. You spending a lot of time with your family. And think about it. Like, once you get to college, you don't know. You might end up moving up there in D.C. You might live in D.C. Wherever you might go. You might intern, go travel all over the country. So this time right now could be one of the, you know, few times, you know, over the next couple of years that you get all this time with family. So that's a positive way to look at it. But definitely, I know you're excited to go to college and do your thing. And I know, like I said, I know you're going to do great. And like I said, I appreciate you getting on and, you know, supporting me as well. Yeah, hey, Brutus, bro, I had to, hey, it was time for her to go. You feel me? That's a good thing. Like, as a girl dad, just as a parent in general, like, it don't matter if you got a boy or a girl. Like, nah, no problem, Kamaya. No problem. Keep your head up, keep grinding. Everything gonna work out. All right. God bless. Yeah, bro, I had to, you know, like, I ain't gonna lie though. I used to get offended when we first had my son. Right? I'm like, dang, bro, I'm your daddy, bro. Like, why you want your mama all the time? But then I had to understand, like, Jeremy, like, you can't do for your kids like like Brittany can. Like, you gotta chalk that up. So instead of getting offended when my kids would want, you know, Brittany all the time, or feeling, you know, insecure, or feeling like, why my kids, I had to understand that our relationships, our bonds are different, and it could be different at different points in their life. So it's kind of like, yo, like, in their infant stages, what can I really do? I can't produce no milk. I can't feed them. You know what I mean? I can't nurse them. So I had to understand that. And so now, you know, as my son gets older, I see more of, hey, what my daddy at? Like, daddy, where you going? Can I go with you to practice? So now I'm able to see it, right? So, and the same thing with my daughter as well. Like, she was crying, even though she with me, her daddy, she wanted her mama, you know? And so I think that took some time to mature and realize, to be like, look, like, you know, you and your wife, like, me and Brittany, we got roles, different roles. And so it's not to get offended if one of your kids wants or is bonding or needs them at a certain point in their life more than they need you, but just understand that they still need you as well. So definitely on that. Let me see. Okay, I got another one. How do you and your wife handle parenting the kids when there's a difference of opinion and raising the different genders? One, I think one thing we definitely strive to do is keep a united front in front of our kids. You know, we try to make sure that, okay, if we try to support each other, at least, even if we disagree, we try to support each other when we're in front of each other, when we're in front of them. Because, I mean, just even working with kids, like, if two teachers were to undermine each other in front of each other, they're going to lose the respect of their kids that they teaching, right? You're going to be like, oh, you ain't got to listen to Miss Jackson because Mr. Kellem said she ain't da-da-da, right? And so the same thing is, like, as parents, if I can, if I undermine my wife in front of JK, then he's going to think like, well, why do I got to respect her? And vice versa. So even if we don't agree, or we might have a difference of it, it's still okay supporting her in that moment, or she supporting me in the moment, and then after be like, hey, you know, next time, you know, let's do this a little different, or you know, I may say, hey, you know, how about we do that, or whatever the case may be, and we kind of come to a common ground on what it is, you know, how we want to parent our kids. And that's one thing, you know, that I realized, because how you parent, you know, me and her may have two different styles, you know, and when it comes to, we might look at two situations differently. But that doesn't mean that we can't still come to meet in a happy medium and put our kids in the best situation. So that's how we typically do it. And then in some matters, where, you know, I know as my daughter get older, I'm probably just gonna leave those certain matters to my wife. Like, to be honest, because I don't think just me as a man that I might not be fit for those matters, you know. And I think same thing. Like, she'll tell you like something. I'm gonna leave that to your daddy. Like, you know, if you gotta fix something, or, you know, this need to be. No, I'm gonna leave. Oh, wait till you get home and let him talk to you about that. You know, so I think understanding when, okay, this is a area of strength for me, or this is an area of strength for, you know, her, and being able to take the step back and take the supportive role in certain situations too. But, you know what I'm saying, we still working though. I mean, we've been married for almost 6 years, been parents for 3 years, so going on 4. So we still working, grinding. We not perfect. We don't have all the answers, but, you know, to answer your question, man, that's kind of some of the things that we do as well. We just striving to get it right, striving to do better, man. So yeah. So you said it's the opposite for you. Once both kids hit 2, when they start crying, they want daddy. Yeah, hey. Nah, that's real though, man. See, that's how, like, so I feel like that transition happened with my son. So it was like, my son, now he's like, man, what daddy? He wake up in the middle, dad, where you at? Like, so now that's him. But when it used to kind of be the other way around. So I guess it's just certain things that, you know, phases or stages in life that they experience. Cause my dad said the same thing. He like, man, when you was younger, you was, you know what I'm saying, we was tight like this, and then you got older and you made this transition. So maybe that's just, you know, as they grow, they kind of flip-flop. But most important thing, you know, like you doing, man, a great job just continuing to love them and be there for them, spend time with them, and just be a positive role model, man. So definitely, I appreciate y'all, man. And so, I mean, I think I made it through all the questions. I give 15 more seconds. If anybody else want to add any comments, add any questions, drop, you know, in the chat. So give about 20 more seconds. Anybody want to ask any questions? Y'all want to give me some advice on how to be a girl dad, or you want to share your experience of how to be a girl dad? Man, go ahead. I'll give you 15 seconds to write in the chat. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, log off in about 15 to 20 seconds, and y'all can catch it on replay if you didn't get to see the whole thing. Root to the gut, bros, man. What up, Davin? So definitely okay, got another one on here. It's rough. I'm the fun one and the disciplined one. Yeah. Nah, I feel you, dog. I feel you. Cause it's it's hard to like turn that off though, right? Cause it's like, oh man, we having fun, and then it's like, all right, bro, time to get serious. Now time to go to bed. So my wife is like, hold on, like you were just playing and slamming him on the bed and jumping with him. Now you want him to go to sleep? Like what? Like, so, you know, learning how to, you know, switch that off is difficult though, man. But nah, I got you though. I got you. I know that probably is challenging because a kid is like, oh, we want to have fun with you, and now you want to discipline us. So that can be challenging. And I know as my kids get older to where, you know, the need for discipline is even more, I probably definitely see that and see that as well, man. They don't give you no rules to be a parent. It ain't no pamphlet. It ain't no modules. Nothing. They just like, hey, you want to be a parent? You could be a parent, and you just gotta go out there like a crash course. Like I shared with my homeboy, they about to have a son, him and his wife, and I was like, bruh, it's a crash course, bruh. Like nothing prepares you. Like I can tell you this is this, but every kid's different. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so it's like every experience is different. All the dynamics are different. So it's like you figuring out what works for you and your wife or your husband and your kids and your family. You figuring out what works for you, and what works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for you. But you got to find out what works for you. But it's no manual. So I think that's the difficult thing, man. So that's why, man, we steady. Ask God for guidance, stay in his word, ask him, hey, lead us, give us the wisdom and the insight, the knowledge to, you know, be the best parents that we can be. So definitely, see if I got any more. Just watch as your daughter gets older, trying to play daddy and mommy against each other. I can see that, bro. I can see that. You know, they slick anyways. Two alpha females in the house. You the referee. Hey, hey, bro. You know what? That is what I'm interested, bro, in really seeing that, dog. The as my daughter get older, because like we be laughing at like my son personality and things my son be saying. And so I'm interested in when my daughter start to talk and say things. I want to see like my wife expression. I'm gonna be looking like, let me see how you respond to this, right? So, but definitely, bro, I think that is funny, man. But yeah, man, appreciate you, Amos, man, for all the questions, bro, in the comments, man. And everybody that got on, I appreciate y'all for all the love, the support. Man, once again, man, today it was another episode of Tackle Thursday with JK live, man, on Facebook and on Instagram, my IG live, Facebook live, man. We tackled the topic being a girl dad, and so you didn't have to be a dad. You didn't have to be. You could be a father of a son, but just being on here, man, we tackling just, you know, but if you are, for my sake, I am a girl dad. We just tackle that topic and just what it means for me to be a girl dad. And actually, my daughter's birthday is today. And you know, so she just turned 1 today. And I just thought it was fitting. Shout out to my wife for the title for the subject, you know, being a girl dad, especially just, you know, as we, you know, acknowledge and recognize Kobe and Gigi and everybody that, you know, that lost their lives in that tragic accident a year ago. When that happened a year ago, only a few days later that I became a girl dad. And so that meaning of girl dad, I was able to see like Kobe truly embraced his role. And so as a girl dad, and I see me and my role just wanting and striving to truly embrace my role as a girl dad, and take pride in it and be the best father, to be the best male example I could be for my daughter. So with that being said, man, I like I say, man, I definitely appreciate y'all getting on. Appreciate you. Aim to see you next Thursday, bro. God bless, man, to you and your family, your wife, your 2 kids. And, man, I see y'all next Thursday, Lord willing. Make sure you waking up. You being intentional about winning. You win on purpose. And you have a blessed day. All right.